All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Centre aims to make Tamil Nadu a Defence and Aerospace hub. Voting begins for bypoll to Jind Assembly constituency in Haryana. Finance Minister Piyush Goyal to meet CEOs of public sector banks in New Delhi today. Authorities issue avalanche warning in Himachal Pradesh, cold wave conditions to continue in northwest India for the next 3 days. Indus commissioners of India and Pakistan reaching Jammu today to inspect Chenab river basin. And in cricket, New Zealand win the toss and elect to bat against India in Mount Maunganui ODI. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that Centre aims at making Tamil Nadu a hub for aerospace and defence industries. Addressing a rally in Madurai, Mr. Modi said, Tamil Nadu is among the country's most progressive industrial states and also a leading player in the Centre's Make in India initiative. Prime Minister said the Defence Industrial Corridor will also help generate employment. The corridor was launched by Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman last week. Addressing at the rally at Thrissur in Kerala, Mr. Modi reiterated his government's commitment to fight against corruption. Mr. Modi urged the opposition not to put barriers in the country's progress and stop misleading the people. Prime Minister said the opposition parties are not having any regard for the constitutional institutions.
My friends in the opposition are bankrupt when it comes to any positive and constructive agenda for the development of our nation. All they have is hatred for Modi. Referring to the Sabrimala issue, Prime Minister said the cultural fabric of Kerala is currently under severe attack. Mr. Modi said the ruling LDF government is undermining the cultural heritage of the state and also criticized the Congress-led opposition for its double standards on many issues. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is our guiding principle. Unfortunately, today the cultural ethos of Kerala is under attack, and this attack is being made by the party that is governing the state. Mr. Modi said that the opposition parties have no genuine concern for women empowerment, as was evident from the varied stand on triple talaq and other important issues. Mr. Modi dedicated Bharat Petroleum Corporation's integrated refinery expansion complex at Kochi. Prime Minister also laid the foundation stone of the petrochemical complex at the same venue. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Modi asserted that NDA government has taken decisive steps to bring down crude oil import by 10% and save precious foreign exchange for the country. The government has begun the development of biofuels in a big way. Whether it is aviation fuel or petrol and diesel, we have succeeded in 10% blending of biofuel. Our effort is to increase this to 25%. We aim to reduce the import of crude oil by 10% by 2021. Mr. Modi also laid the foundation stone for the All India Institutes of Medical Sciences AIIMS at Madurai in Tamil Nadu. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will attend the culmination parade of this year's National Cadet Corps Republic Day camp today. Cadets from all three wings of the armed forces, Army, Navy and Air Force will present guard of honor to the Prime Minister, followed by a march past by contingents. The Prime Minister will also present awards to the best cadets in different categories. He will also address the cadets. Popularly known as the Prime Minister's Rally, the parade marks the culmination of the month-long camp which is held every year. A total of 2,070 cadets, including 698 girl cadets, drawn from 29 states and 7 union territories, are participating in this year's camp. In Haryana, voting has begun for bypoll to Jind Assembly constituency. Voting, which began at 7 a.m., will continue till 5 p.m. A total of 21 candidates are in the fray. The bypoll was necessitated following the death of Indian National Lok Dal INLD MLA Hari Chand Midda in August last year. Prominent among the candidates include Krishan Midda of BJP, Randeep Singh Surjewala of the Congress, and Umed Singh Redu of the INLD. Counting of votes will take place on the 31st of this month. In Rajasthan, election to Ramgarh Assembly is also underway. As many as 20 candidates, including 2 women, are in the fray.
Election to this constituency could not be held along with other 199 constituencies on December 7th last year due to the death of BSP candidate Lakshman Singh. BJP has fielded Shukwan Singh while Congress candidate is Shafia Zubair. BSP has fielded former Union Minister Natwar Singh's son Jagat Singh. Union Finance Minister Piyush Goyal will meet the CEOs of public sector banks in New Delhi today to take stock of banking sector and discuss ways to improve the financial health. The meeting assumes significance as it comes just 3 days ahead of the budget 2019-20. Sources said the meeting will review the credit flow to MSMEs, agriculture and retail sectors. Mr. Goyal has been given additional charge of the Finance Ministry as Arun Jaitley is away to the US for treatment. Minister for Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari will inaugurate and lay the foundation stone for 4 national highway projects in Rajasthan today. These include 3 projects in Bikaner and 1 in Nagaur. Details from our correspondent.
The first project is 163 km sanction of National Highway from Raising Nagar to Pogal. This road is being built under Bharatmala project at a cost of 687 crore rupees. The second project is Khajuwala Pogal and Pogal to Nokha BAP sections of NH 911. The 212 km project is estimated to cost 895 crore rupees. Mr. Gadkari will inaugurate the 4-lane Bikaner Falodi section of NH 15. At a function in Nagaur, Mr. Gadkari will inaugurate the project involving 2-laning of Salasar Nagaur section of NH 65. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website newsonair.nic.in. Authorities have issued avalanche warning in Himachal Pradesh. Snow and Avalanche Study Establishment SASE Manali has advised people not to venture in avalanche-prone slopes for the next 2 days. This advisory has been issued for Shimla, Chamba, Lahaul Spiti, Kullu and Kinnaur districts for today and tomorrow. Met Department has predicted cold wave conditions will continue over the 3 days north and northwest parts of the country, including Delhi and NCR. In Uttarakhand, severe cold has been experienced in hilly regions following the new spell of snowfall in higher reaches. Hoteliers are doing brisk business in many places of the state due to rush of tourists. More from a correspondent.
A large number of tourists have reached Nainital, Mussoorie and other tourist hill stations of the state to enjoy the snowfall in the weekend. Meanwhile, many villages are still cut off from the district headquarters. Due to heavy snowfall, district administrations have engaged the personnel to clear the snow. Heavy snowfall in high reaches hit the transportation, electricity and drinking water supply as well as essential commodities in remote villages. Raghavesh Pandey, AIR News, Dehradun.
The use of digital payment has trickled down to social strata as common people is being seen using it frequently in the Kumbh Mela at Prayagraj. It is a win-win situation both for buyers and sellers at stalls in the Mela. Our correspondent reports that smartphones have made the journey of digital payments so popular there.
Safe, secure and seamless payment is new mantra at Kumbh Mela. A businessman at Sanskriti Gram outlet in sector 20 of Mela premises said,
मेरा नाम राकेश नेगी है और हम यहाँ पर उत्तराखंड से आए हुए हैं. हमारे पास हॉल स्टॉल और हनी वगैरह है. हम लोग जो डिजिटल पेमेंट होता है चाहे पेटीएम हो या गूगल पे हो, उससे जो भी पेमेंट होता है उससे लेने में हमको काफी सुविधा हो रही है.
Hailing Prime Minister Narendra Modi for his insistence and revolutionizing digital payments in the country, a senior citizen says,
मेरा नाम राम मेहरोत्रा है. मैं कानपुर से आया हूँ. डिजिटल पेमेंट एक ऐसा माध्यम बन गया जिसे गिराकट, चोर इन सब से बड़ी आराम मिल गई. जारी में बहुत सुविधा है. कोई फुटकर की जरूरत नहीं, चेंज की जरूरत नहीं. आप लीजिए, कार्ड दे दिया, डिजिटल 1 मिनट में मोबाइल से ट्रांसफर हो जाता है पैसा.
Digital payments are working as value addition and contributing in ease of doing business at Kumbh Mela. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Kumbh Mela City, Prayagraj.
A Pakistani delegation arrived in New Delhi yesterday to visit the Chenab river basin in Jammu and Kashmir for inspection as mandated under the Indus Water Treaty. Pakistan's Indus Commissioner Syed Muhammad Meher Ali Shah, along with his 2 advisors, are part of the delegation. India's Indus Commissioner Pradeep Kumar Saxena led delegation and the Pakistani delegation will reach Jammu today. Under the treaty, both the commissioners are mandated to inspect sites and works on both the sides of Indus Basin in a block of 5 years. Since signing of the treaty, a total of 118 such tours on both the sides have been undertaken. National Testing Agency NTA will conduct the Common Management Admission Test CMAT and Graduate Pharmacy Aptitude Test GPAT today. The CMAT will be conducted from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. for 64,582 candidates at 183 centers in 84 cities. Human Resource Development Ministry has said that 403 candidates are registered for the examination at 2 centers in 2 cities in northeastern states and 1,197 candidates at 14 centers in 3 cities in Jammu and Kashmir. In view of the request received from the local administration due to inclement weather, CMAT 2019 is also been conducted on Tuesday for 187 candidates. Maharashtra Education Department has asked schools to hold screening of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's introduction Pariksha Pe Charcha 2.0 program tomorrow. The program is scheduled to be broadcast live on DD National, DD News and DD India and will also be live streamed on various websites. A Maharashtra State Council of Educational Research and Training Department official said that its circular clearly stated that it is not mandatory for schools to hold screening of the interaction. The official said the department has only informed the schools in accordance with the centre's guidelines. In cricket, New Zealand were 50 for 2 in 12 overs in the third one-day international against India at Mount Maunganui when reports last came in. Earlier, New Zealand won the toss and elected to bat first. India are leading the 5-match series 2-0 after winning the first and second ODIs against the hosts. The fourth ODI will be played on Thursday at Hamilton. The Vellamal AICF International Women's Grandmaster Round-Robin Chess Tournament will begin in Chennai today. 6 women international masters from India will take on 6 foreign players, including 2 women grandmasters VGM in the tournament. And now, for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Tanvi Taneja.
Thank you, Abhishek. The newspapers have picked up different stories for their lead this morning. PM Modi sounds the poll bugle in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. The Hindu reports in Tamil Nadu, Modi hits out at critics of 10% quota. The paper quotes the Prime Minister as saying self-centered forces trying to create suspicion, assures action against looters, says the Asian Age. The Statesman writes, CBI Corp probing ICICI Bank case transferred, adding officers' role suspected in leakages, also alleged to have sat on preliminary inquiry. On Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid land title dispute case, the Hindustan Times writes, Judge unavailable, Ayodhya hearing to be delayed again. Justice S. Muralidhar of the Delhi High Court delivered verdicts convicting UPPAC in Hashimpura killings and Sajjan Kumar. The Indian Express reports, move to transfer Delhi High Court's Justice Muralidhar stalled by Supreme Court judges. On dropping sex ratio in southern states, the Times of India writes, bad news for girls. Sex ratio at birth plunges in south. The paper adds that Kerala is the lone state to buck the alarming trend. On the upcoming budget, the Economic Times writes, farm stress busters, tax sops on government agenda. The newspapers also carry reports and photographs of world number 1 Novak Djokovic, who beat Spaniard Rafael Nadal in straight sets to clinch a record 7th Australian Open title, the Serb's 3rd slam win in a row. And finally, Pench Princess on record-breaking spray, proud mother of 8th litter. Well, the Pioneer reports that a Royal Bengal tigress in Madhya Pradesh's Pench Tiger Reserve, popularly known as Kollarwali Bagin, continues to break records as she has yet again given birth the 8th time to 4 cubs. Before the 8th litter, she was already a proud mother of 26 cubs. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Tanvi. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says centre aims to make Tamil Nadu a defence and aerospace hub. Voting begins for bypoll to Jind Assembly constituency in Haryana. Finance Minister Piyush Goyal to meet CEOs of public sector banks in New Delhi today. Authorities issue avalanche warning in Himachal Pradesh, cold wave conditions to continue in northwest India for the next 3 days. Indus commissioners of India and Pakistan reaching Jammu today to inspect Chenab river basin. And in cricket, New Zealand win the toss and elect to bat against India in Mount Maunganui ODI. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.